What is up, guys? It's Jake. Today I'm giving you guys a little overview of me playing the 2018 Las Vegas NXL layout. Here, I forget to turn on my gun. Don't be a noob like me. This is my first game of the day. I think this is my first or my second. I think this is like, I ran back to back. I'm playing with some of the Scottsdale Elevation guys, newer pro team going into the NXL division this year, so watch out for them. And I should not have dropped that lane right there. I kind of say that. I was getting shot at from the can across the field. This is, like I said, one of my first points, so I'm sitting here staying home, and really, I didn't play with, I played with a mixture of people pretty much all day, so the communication throughout this video is going to be kind of rough, because, I don't know every other team's call-outs, so I played with some of the Elevation guys, I played with, Phoenix Rising, and then some Psychotic guys, or whatever, I don't know, everyone had different call-outs, so I was all over the place. My first game, I stayed home just to get sort of used to the bunker, or just get used to the layout. This is normally when I would start to bump out, and I'm getting ready to make a move to bump out to the snake. I'm looking at the snake corner. This is when I notice my gun's not working right. I forgot to get air, so I'm running out of air. And the reason why I stayed in this back bunker the entire game is because I couldn't really shoot, but I could see the entire field. So I just sort of sit here and I'm just calling out to my team and I'm drawing guns because a lot of people could see me from this bunker, so I just stick my head out like a little weasel and let them shoot at me. Honestly, my opinion on the snake side, I don't like the snake itself until you get to the 50 snake, because you can't really see the Dorito side of the field all too well. When you're in S1, you can see the Dorito one. Now right here, if you guys are playing this layout, when you're going to the can, every single point off the break, you should do what I did and basically shoot the Dorito side of the field off the break. I shot the back corner off the break. I was calling him out because he ran to that back corner, but I ended up shooting him out off the break. The next game I actually do the same thing. But in this can, I think it's this game, you're going to see what not to do. And this is what not to do, is to get here and start shooting on the snake side of the field. I should not have sat there and shot on the snake side of the field. I ended up bumping out because we had a snake person. So I'm playing this snake corner right here. Now from the home bunker, this is what's keeping me in. You'll see our snake guy dies, so I need a fill right here. I don't really know where he died from. I'm shooting the god, or I'm shooting the can. And this is where I'm getting ready to move. But there's a lane. There's a constant lane, and you'll see it come right here, almost hit me. The guy tries to keep me honest. You'll see the paint coming and hitting my bunker right there. But throughout this entire game, he's shooting the S1 lane from home. So my guy right there from home, he shoots the S1 lane the entire point. So if you stay home, right there, I should have shot that guy. I thought I did, but it looked like it bounced. There's a ref standing on the other side of the field that called it no break. So he gets in the snake too, and this is when we start losing bodies. Like I said, I should have shot that guy. I guessed it bounced. I was not shooting necessarily the best paint, but I can't really fill because whoever's at the home keeps on shooting this lane. So if you keep a guy at home for the entire point, the Doritos, they need to shoot Dorito side off the break, and they need to shoot this. They need to shoot this snake lane, this back corner lane. Basically, our Dorito side of the field got blown out. I couldn't end up filling in because, like I said, they stayed home and they just shot at me the entire point. Again, I stand in the middle of the field. So I'm standing in the middle of the field. I heads up across the field and I shoot at home to try to force them off their lane. And again, I shot the person going to the back left. So again, from standing in the middle of the field or taking a couple steps off the start box, by looking on the Dorito side of the field going to this can, I shot that back corner again. Now, this is what you don't want to do, is that someone got into the Dorito one. The next point, you're going to see how to play this can. From this can, I didn't really, I sort of sat here and played because they want me on the snake side. So I'm sitting here playing on the snake side. And there's a Dorito one that's shooting at me, and now there's a snake one that's in there, and there's another person shooting at me from the snake side. So this is when I start to get pinched in a little bit, so I have to move out. So if you stay into that corner, or if you, I'm sorry, not the corner, if you get to that can, you have to either roll out to the corner or to the god. And I'm not going to lie, this god isn't my favorite bunker either, because if you can see the 50, now I can't really shoot at the snake. So now I sort of have to wrap is what I'm doing right now. So I have to sort of shoot, I'm sort of wrapping. And again, I'm playing with, a bunch of random people that I don't really know, so the call-outs are sort of not there, so I'm sort of looking for the call-outs. Honestly, I was not a fan of this temple. I like that can better, and you'll see why here in a second, but because you can't really see all that much on the Dorito side. You sort of can, but you can see more from that can that I was originally playing at, but you can't really snake the snake. There's a guy at the Snake 50. I don't know this kid's name, so I have to shoot at him to get his attention, to tell him to go get the Snake 50. He finally goes and gets some. I still don't know what the kill count is. I don't know where anyone's at. All I knew is that someone was in the Snake. That's why I didn't make a move into the Snake. And I heard the D2 call out, so I went and shot that guy out. This is how you want to play the can. Single-handedly, so the next game, I finally figured out what I had to do. So I sit here, and the entire game, I didn't do anything but shoot this Dorito one from the entire game, for the entire point. I sat here, and I just did not let off this Dorito one. Obviously, if this was like the real tournament, I wouldn't be taking these breaks in between me shooting. I'm sort of taking the breaks because, one, it's practice and I don't have like 5 cases of paint to shoot. And 2, I'm also trying to bait him to get to move because I know this D1 needs to move on this D2. So there is a guy currently in the D1. He could not move with me sitting here because all I'm doing is there's a big wide open gap. Now, I'm not looking snake side. If I start looking snake side and he gets into the D2 and they have a guy in the snake 1 or the S2, they can pinch me out and they can shoot me out. Or they basically make it so I can't do anything. I'm a helpless player. So I'm yelling to my Dorito side player that he's got to go and make this move because no one's shooting at him. So I don't know what he's just, you know, chilling. I'm like, dude, you gotta go. You gotta make this move because I knew if our guy moved to the D2, their guy would be forced to have to make a move to the D2 to match that move. And so I let off. I start shooting. Right there, he moved. So I baited him a little bit. I opened up the lane once he moved, and he got into the D2, but I ended up clipping him. I shot the shit out of him. That is how you shut down the Dorito side. Single-handedly, I did this from every game on. I played like 2 more points with that. We did not lose a single point when I sat there and shot at the Dorito side of the field. So that's my take on the NXL Las Vegas layout. The first couple games, obviously, with me dialing in and learning the new layout, I didn't do all so good, and I was playing very sloppy, but that's my take on it. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck if you're playing the tournament.